Hi there, it's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Welcome to my alternate projects video for the June paper pumpkin, which was the box of sunshine. And the reason this was a little more special than usual is that within the kit this time came the all the supplies and all of the directions that you would need to make these two cards of each design, and there were 4 different designs, so that was a full 8 cards, and they are full-size cards. But the thing that made it a little special was the fact that there were extra embellishments and cutouts and just different decorations that you could use to decorate the box and to then send this off to someone else, filled with little things that would make them smile. So as usual, this is how it comes. It has the directions step by step. You could always just log on and watch the video if you're more of a visual person. These were the 4 cards that I did exactly designed and followed the instructions exactly as it was here. And so this is what I do. I usually take one set and I do it exactly as the directions show. So that's where I came up with these 4. This one, and they're all so bright and beautiful this time. I really enjoyed it. And the fact that they had so many more of the little cutouts and adhesive stickers that were used to, if you wanted to decorate the box and then to send it off to someone. But I ended up using some of them to make my alternate cards, but I still had so much left over. So this is how it comes. You always get you get your card bases, you get embellishments, you get a stamp set, you get the ink pad, a little ink spot, dimensionals, glue dots, little gold embellishments came this time. The envelopes are adorable. I actually they usually have like a flap that's decorated that coordinates. This time they came with these beautiful gold pattern to it, and I ended up, I'll show you later, but I ended up pulling one of these apart and using it as the design. But you can see I made all of these cards that I'll show you, but these are all of my extras. And I was careful. I wanted to kind of save them. I could always add them to different thank you tags or bookmarks or whatever. So this is all the patterns that you get. These were adhesive backed, so this was so easy to just peel and stick. So anyway, that's how they always come. Everything is in here for you to go. Take it with you wherever you're going, and everything's included. You don't have to worry about storing things, or everything is made just to do this kit. So what I like to do for my alternate projects is I do one set of the cards that are as directed. Then I do another set, which I did here, and I'll show you, of cards that are using the same paper cardstock embellishments, and just switching it up a little bit from the directions. And then I go ahead and I wanted you to be able to take advantage of the stamp set, at least when everything else is gone and you've sent your box off to someone, you have your 8 cards. This way you're not wasting it. You can still create some projects that you're just using the stamp set. And that's what I like to try to do with my alternate projects, is to show you something that you can use well after your box is done and on its way, or in the storage, wherever you put your old boxes. All right, so we're going to start that, but let me show you. These were the 4 that were done just as I was supposed to. Followed the directions accordingly, and they all came out gorgeous. Love it. The nice little cutouts, colorful, nice sayings. Sometimes there's not that many sentiments to go along with it, but this was really nice the way they set that up. Okay, that was as per instructions. Then I just used a little bit of, just cut up different things. Here was the sun image, and I just sliced it in half, put it behind the pineapple, and just use the tags that come with it, and just use the same stamp set, same ink, and was able to do it here. Now this is one that you can see that I sliced off the envelope right to the border of the gold, and then I just used that on top of this card base with the rays coming out, and then just to give it a little extra of the gold touch all around it. So I like the way that came out. That's just so colorful. This one I kind of did the same thing. I just used one of the card bases, cut out the colorful part. I did back this up on some basic black for a matting, and then I used one of those little sticky pieces that had the self-adhesive, and the design just kind of makes it for you. Also, I used one of these little rectangle tabs, and I just kind of cut a banner into it for that one. This one I took, there was one, now this probably was meant for the box to be the address, so you can address the box and just send it off to somebody. So this was just an adhesive gold rectangle. I took that off, put it on the base where it had the gold stripes, this one here, and just popped a sun up there. I took one of the lemons, one of the larger lemons, and I just put that behind the sunshine sentiment, and that looks just like a little circle with a little bit of color that adds to it. And just used two of the tabs and printed on, stamped on both of them, and that one was ready to go. This one here, I used this stamp image here, just cut out. I mean, they're already cut, and these were the adhesive strips that coordinated with one or two of the the big rectangles, and I just stamped it here with the sentiment, and of course added a little bit of the embellishments for a little bit of bling, and that was done. So those were three alternate projects that you could do if you had leftovers, and like I showed you before, there's so much left over because this box had even more packed so that you'd be able to decorate the box. So these are my completely alternate cards, and I have to say that usually I don't use any of the paper that was included in with the box, but I just love this polka dot so much. And again, I took the gold foil from the envelope, and all I did was take one of those rectangles and sliced it diagonally right in half, and used the same sentiment that was in the kit. I used these labels. This is the lovely labels Pick-a-Punch that I'm going to use again today too with the one that we're going to do, and just pop that sun up there, put the smile sentiment inside, and that was super easy. This one, again, I used the sentiment. I just used a tag. I put one of those little medium daisies on there, and I used some paper from the Ornate Garden Suite. But this is the same stamp set, and it's a lovely saying, so you could use that many times over. And this is the one we're going to be doing today, because it was just nice and easy, and just some random stamping. I'm using the sentiment. There's one that says sending and one that says sunshine, and let's just put that together. So let's just start with the regular card base, and then I'm going to, well, actually, let's just start with some stamping. So this way, this is what I do every month. I have these 3 projects, and 3 or 4, whatever is included, because every time it's different, almost every time. And so I don't know if that's straight enough. That's fine. So all right, so let's just start with some random stamping. I'm going to use the crushed curry because I wanted a little bit. I'm using both this is our new in color cinnamon cider, which I love. And so I just thought that goes nicely with the crushed curry. So I'm just going to do some random stamping of the sun all the way around here. And nothing is going to be too symmetrical. So, and some of it's going to be covered anyway. So the reason I do this is because these are projects, the 3 projects that are the completely alternate projects like that I just showed you and that we're doing here, is if you are part of my, well, let me just do one more thing here. I'm going to stamp this circle and then we're going to crop that out with the punch, but that will be just something easy to do here. So we can get rid of that. Okay, so let's just get this mounted on the cinnamon cider. I keep wanting to say cinnamon spice, but so anyway, this is what I do for members of my Paper Pumpkin Club. So all you have to do is subscribe through me to for your monthly Paper Pumpkin. And that's it. And then automatically I will send you the PDFs and a copy of this video. For the PDFs will be for the 3 projects that this is how it looks here. So I have all 3 projects listed here, supply list, step-by-step directions, and photos. So that's what I send out to all of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, and that's worked out nicely because and then also my team members get to have they get to have that also, the PDFs. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take my 2-inch punch and I'm just going to crop that guy out, and then I'll take my 2 1/4 inch just to have a little border. And I'm going to take that out of my cinnamon spice. Did it again. Cinnamon cider cardstock. Okay, we can put these up together. That's good. And I finally made friends with my new Stampin' Seal. We didn't get along very well when I first tried it, but things are okay now, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so before I mount this onto my card base, which is here, I'm just going to run a little strand of the cinnamon cider ribbon, part of our new In Colors. And there are so many things to do. There's so many products with the new In Colors that are just so beautiful. Okay, I think that should be enough. And you can see how nicely this these 2 colors match together. Okay. All right, just going to make a small bow. Hopefully I have enough here. Well, I obviously have too much on one side, but I think I'll be okay. There we go. And now we just do a little zhuzhing and make sure that it's even and it's not going anywhere. Sometimes I would put a little piece of a little bit of a glue dot down there if I wanted to, but I think maybe I'll do that at the end. But I think that's fine for now. At least we can get it back on here. Okay, so let's put this on. And now that I've gotten used to this new one, the new adhesive, I think I'm ready to try the Stampin' Seal Plus, which is supposed to be heavy duty and, you know, take the place of the Tombow or the oh, I don't have my glue dot there, but I think I would definitely put a glue dot down. All right, so now I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this on with some dimensionals, and then we can stamp our sentiment, and you can see how fast and easy this was. Actually, I could even use one of those little glue dots from the kit. if I can't find my other one. All right, let's just put that here. Just sort of centered to this guy here. All right, let's do our sentiment. So this is just a piece of 1 inch by 4 inch. It's kind of what I start with. I do want to stamp this in the cinnamon spice. And then I'm going to add that little sending. That's a little tiny stamp set that we'll put right on top of that. And this will go right into the middle because I want to give myself some space on either side to do the, oh, I gotta do my sending, to do the cropping with the Lovely Labels punch, Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch, because with that one you get a bunch of options. This plate is too big, but this block is too big, but I think it'll be fine. I forgot my little one. Okay, so you can see this little guy sending fits right on top here, which I love. That was very smart of them to design it like that. Okay, so my Pick-a-Punch, this is new from the brand new catalog, and the reason it's called a Pick-a-Punch is because you have 3 different options when you're choosing to do your tag. You can send it through at 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch, or 1/2 an inch, and you get a choice of if you want it to come out with a flat edge or with the circular edge. So this is 1 inch, so I know it's going to go right through, and it's going to be right in the middle. You can see where that fits right in there, and then I'll do the same to the other side. And if it's not exactly the 1 inch, or if, you know, it's a little less than any of those, you can just still send them through. You would just be a little careful as you're putting it up here. Just make sure that it's right in the middle. Okay, so here we go. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put dimensionals on this side so that when it's it will land here onto the label tag. And I don't have to worry about it being lopsided. All right, let's get rid of that. And then this one just fits right under here. Just make sure you're center before you put it down. And there you go. Perfect. All right, so I think I would just take a little glue dot. Let's see if we can find one here. And put that up there. I'm my worst enemy here. I should have just left it alone. But, come on. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Isn't that cute? All right. So there we go. Those are my 3 alternate projects. Just completely using the stamp set. These are my 4 projects that I did using the extras of what they had available. Just stepped up the design a little bit. And then the 4 that we did have to start with are perfectly beautiful designs all in itself. Colorful and great sayings. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed the alternate video for the paper pumpkin for June 2020. This was called the Box of Sunshine. And if you subscribe, what I do, I always order an extra box. So I always have this, and what I do is draw a name for anyone who of the people that subscribe to for our next video, because for the next paper pumpkin, which would have to be, you would have to subscribe by July 10th. That's always the 10th of the month is always the last day. And so since it is too late to get these, that's why if you subscribe, I put your name in a little drawing, and I will send this kit out to you when you for whoever subscribes. I'll draw a name. So I hope you subscribe. It's easy. You just have to, I'll have a link below this description. And the great thing about that is that you will get, every month that you're a subscriber, you get these PDFs emailed to you for all of the the alternate projects, along with a copy of this video, the YouTube video. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin or subscribing, you can contact me absolutely anytime. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.